Let us consider some of the important physical terms in magnetization. We know that magnetization is a process by which a given material can be magnetized. Can be magnetized, what it means? Certain dipole moment is developed. We know the procedure to magnetize a material. We are using generally a solenoid, that is a current carrying coil. A straight current carrying coil is called as a solenoid. We know that when certain current is allowed to pass through the solenoid by means of a battery, yes, it will flow through each and every turn, so that according to Oersted, it gives rise to its own magnetic field, and exactly at the center, yes, magnetic field develop. It is given by B is equal to mu 0 Ni, where yes, N is called as number of turns per unit length. Means if L be the length of this solenoid, N be the total number of turns, the number of turns divided by length, this ratio is small n, called as the number of turns per unit length. Now this is very important part. Now here in this equation, actually such kind of solenoid we are using for the process of magnetization. Now a material which is to be magnetized, it is generally placed inside the solenoid. As soon as this material is placed, either para or ferro, then we know that all atomic magnets start aligning in the direction of magnetic field, so that inside this material certain dipole moment is developed, say small m. Its direction is from S pole to N pole. This dipole moment develop per unit volume. Listen me carefully. This dipole moment develop per unit volume itself is called as a magnetization. So the first important physical term, it is a vector quantity, magnetization. So magnetization, capital M, it is defined as the dipole moment develop in that material per unit volume. It is expressed as ampere meter square divided by volume meter cube. So meter square cancel. So SI unit for this magnetization comes out as a ampere per meter. What about direction? Direction is same as that of dipole moment, and dipole moment is always from S pole side to N pole side. So this is the direction of magnetization. So this is the magnetization developed in that material. Who is developing that magnetization? This magnetic field. And this ability of given solenoid or this magnetic field to magnetize that material is expressed in terms of a vector quantity and is called as magnetic intensity. Magnetic intensity. Magnetic intensity is denoted with symbol H. So this is ability of solenoid to magnetize given material. And no doubt it is defined as yes, ampere turns per unit length. See here, I into small n. Ampere means current into turns per unit length, म्हणजे number of turns per unit length. Hence product Ni, where n be the number of turns per unit length, gives rise to magnetic intensity. So as per this formula, again unit, current ampere, this is per meter, so ampere per meter. Now these two quantities are expressed in same unit. Now here H is a vector. What about direction? Direction of H is same as that of B, because we know that B is equal to mu 0 times H. See here, this Ni is nothing but H. So direction of H is same as that of B, because mu 0 is a scalar quantity. Now induction and H both are in same direction. Only their magnitudes are different. Means we can say that dipole moment and magnetization, they are almost same. Only magnitude difference is there. Means magnetization is dipole moment divided by volume. Here also H and B are almost same. Only difference is that H is equal to B divided by mu 0. So these are two important physical terms: magnetization, magnetic intensity. Is it clear to you? Now the next important physical term is nothing but relative permeability. Number 3. Relative permeability. Relative permeability. Now symbol is mu suffix R. What is definition? It is very simple. It is like relative permittivity. In electrostatics we already discussed. Relative permittivity is the ratio of permittivity of given medium to permittivity of air medium. Like that here, relative permeability is defined as permeability of given medium to permeability of air medium. As it is ratio of two similar physical quantities, it has no unit. So this is third important physical term in this magnetization process. Now the next important physical term is nothing but, yes, the fourth important physical term is nothing but magnetic susceptibility. Fourth one is magnetic susceptibility. SUS, susceptibility. It is denoted with symbol chi. And no doubt, yes, Logically, it is defined as an easiness or ease with which a given material can be magnetized. How easily given material can be magnetized? It is expressed in terms of the scalar quantity called as a magnetic susceptibility, and is defined as the ratio of magnetization developed in a material to the magnetic intensity. Chi is equal to m upon h. Again, units are same, so as it is ratio of two similar physical quantities, magnetic susceptibility chi has no unit. So chi is always equal to m upon h. So these are important physical terms in magnetization process. Now we are going to derive relation between relative permeability and magnetic susceptibility. There is one formula that magnetic susceptibility chi is equal to mu r minus 1. So how to derive that formula? It is very simple. Now see here, before placing this material inside it, the induction B0 is given by S mu 0 Ni. So that is equal to mu 0 into H, equation number first. But when this material is placed, then induction of that material is equal to S mu 0 time M, because induction is directly proportional to magnetization. Hence Bm we can say that mu 0 time M. This is equation number 2. So total induction if it is B, which is equal to mu time S magnetizing intensity, magnetic intensity. So B is equal to mu H, where mu be the permeability of that material, means total induction in that material. Now it is addition of these two, B0 plus Bm, means this is due to magnetization. B0 is due to solenoid and Bm is due to that magnetization of material. So total induction of that material become B is equal to mu into H, where mu is the permeability, H is nothing but magnetic intensity. Now from equation 1 and 2, if we replace B0 and Bm, then we can write here B is equal to mu 0 H plus mu 0 M. Now if we take mu 0 common, we can write here B is equal to mu 0 in bracket H plus M. Now if we multiply and divide here by H, then what will be conclusion? B is equal to mu 0 H in bracket. If we divide both terms separately here, H by H is 1 plus M by H. But we know the standard formula, M by H is nothing but susceptibility, and hence we can write here B is equal to mu 0 H in bracket 1 plus chi. This is very important, listen me. Now here B upon H. Now H, if we take to the left side, what will be conclusion? Just tell me. B divided by H will be equal to mu 0 in bracket 1 plus chi. Now listen me. B upon H. Here B is equal to mu H. So B upon H we can replace as a mu, that is permeability of that material. So this is equal to mu 0 in bracket 1 plus chi. Now here mu upon mu 0 comes out equal to 1 plus chi, that is 1 plus susceptibility, and hence very important deduction. What will be formula? This ratio is called as a relative permeability. So relative permeability comes out mu r is equal to 1 plus chi, or we can say that magnetic susceptibility chi is equal to relative permeability minus 1. And this is very important formula to be remembered in order to get relation between relative permeability and susceptibility of given magnetic material. Now always remember, for diamagnetic substance mu r is slightly less than 1, hence susceptibility is small and negative. For paramagnetic substance it is slightly greater than 1, and hence magnetic susceptibility of paramagnetic substance is small and positive. And for ferro, relative permeability is very high, and hence magnetic susceptibility comes out large and positive value. So this is about these important physical terms related with magnetization. Okay, thank you.